As we know, Ebong, Dennis Rodman is going along, the former NBA star, and he says that he is being sponsored by a cryptocurrency company, Potcoin. They're funding his trip there. What's that about?
Well, they've been funding all his trips to North Korea for a while. And Potcoin basically is a cryptocurrency that was started in 2014, and it was started to provide banking services to companies and businesses in the cannabis industry. Because in the U.S. especially, they can't go to banks, and in Canada there's some challenges, some legislative challenges there as well. So all they're basically doing is it's a marketing play for Potcoin. They send Dennis Rodman, we talk about him on air and other media outlets, and then people start talking about who the heck is Potcoin, and then they go search them and maybe buy some shares in Potcoin. But what I will say is Dennis Rodman playing a role in this. It was laughable a couple of years ago. I know everybody laughed that Dennis Rodman was going over to North Korea. And now we're seeing Dennis Rodman has become friends with the two central parties that are responsible for this particular summit. Now, I've been to North Korea. I visited North Korea almost 20 years ago. And it hasn't, from what we see, it hasn't changed. And so with that being said, this actually can be a huge change, a huge growth, not only from a peace perspective, and if they should all get the Nobel Peace Prize, but also from an economic perspective going forward.
Yeah, very interesting, as you say, Dennis Rodman, the common denominator there. But I also want to circle back. What were you doing in North Korea 20 years ago, Ebong?
I was playing with the basketball team. We played the North Korean national team and the junior national team back in 1999 with a team called Athletes in Action. So we played some Chinese teams. We flew out of Beijing to Pyongyang, and we spent about 10 days there. We stayed in the same hotel that a lot of Americans and foreigners who end up going to North Korea stay in. And I saw a lot of the different sites that everybody who takes pictures went to go see. And it was a surreal experience. I was a lot younger then, of course, and I had more hair, but it was a surreal experience. And being able to spend time there and be in a place that very few people get to visit.
Oh, Ebong, the years have treated you kindly. Thank you so much, Ebong Eka, Global Markets Analyst. Appreciate it as always. Well, good news.